So many Muslims outside of the community who are Nigerians need us as well. So the strength of this group, the effectiveness of what we do, will contribute in no small way towards this community at large. And shout out to that. We will start this program at the end of the year. I will call on one of our brothers to do a prayer for us, and then we'll go for the rest of the Quran. Our honorable Ustaz.
Wait. Christina. Anga Pidele. Who is going to volunteer to put this thing live?
Okay, honorable wants to
this thing is going to be live, so we is very fun. I just want every one of us to know that you are going to help so many people around the world. This is no small program. This is a major program that people need to emulate around the world. So see yourself as great models for them. And I'm just so proud of everything I'm seeing today. It's not easy to put you people together, you know. So you are men of timber, caliber, caterpillar. We are so happy to be with you. So I just want to inform you that this will be online. You know, we need to take your permission for you to know that this program is needed by so many brothers around the world. And I've been going around, but this is the first time this type of program is coming up. Brothers coming together to discuss brothers. Are you? No. Are you going to discuss it? So, say allow to go online. Okay, because we need to get your permission. Then I also need a professional to handle this. So that everything is a muscle. So
now, so we all want to say welcome to the NCMEA Inaugural Brothers for
Inshallah, we'll start the program now. We'll call on Abdulhakeem to do the prayer for us. Madam Abdulhakeem, open the prayer, please. Inshallah.
We give thanks and appreciation to Allah, the Lord of the world, the most gracious, most merciful. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to gather here. We seek and we pray to Him that what we have gathered for, we are not making a success. We are not making this gathering beneficial for us. We are not direct the speaker. May Allah also make affairs as easy and easy. And may Allah make this a source of grant for us in this world. And I will help them here.
Jazakumullah khair. We'll have a short Quran session on one of our small brothers. Brother Musa, please come and give us short Quran session. Jazakumullah khair. Is it boy? Is it your boy? Short Quran session.
نزل عليك الكتاب بالحق وأجل مسمى والذين كفروا عما أنذروا معرضون هو الذي أنزل عليك الكتاب منه آيات محكمات هن الكتاب وأخر متشابهات فأما الذين كفروا لهم عذاب شديد والله عزيز ذو انتقام إن الله لا يخفى عليه شيء في السماوات وفي الأرض هو الذي يصوركم في الأرحام كيف يشاء لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم هو الذي أنزل عليك الكتاب منه آيات محكمات هن الكتاب وأخر متشابهات فأما الذين في قلوبهم زيغ فيتبعون ما تشابه منه ابتغاء الفتنة وابتغاء تأويله وما يعلم تأويله إلا الله والراسخون في العلم يقولون آمنا به كل من عند ربنا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم وبلغ رسول الكريم ونعم ذاك من الشاكرين. جزاكم الله خير. Inshallah, we're going to our program, and as we all know, the topic of discussion will be surviving economic pressure in an uncertain environment. We know economic pressure in an uncertain environment. How do we survive in a place like this where we can count how many of us look alike? How do we survive when we're in a place where maybe I don't have a job of this, I don't Muslim, like me now, my stomach, I'm really Muslim, I don't know, so I always prepare to be as a money. That's all. Nobody else. So there's no anybody to talk to relate to it, to say, let's play so together. And that's what many of us have to survive. And as well, we have families to deal with. We want to bring in our Islam, we want to go in our career, we want to send back home to people. Also, depending on us at home as well. And we also want to try and volunteer for NCMEA and others, and the likes. And that will continue to be for all of us. And we have got our eminent shape. We don't need to use everybody else. I don't think anybody here is not doing it. His name is Honorable. We call him Honorable because I didn't have talk since I'm going to start that I think you're there about. And Abdulhakeem Abdullateef is a very wonderful celebrity. Alhamdulillah, last night we went to Cuba Masjid, and Honorable was supposed to just talk to the Imam and just like that. And after 2 minutes, the Imam said, Honorable, we have to give everybody this admission, we cannot continue. They will wait outside to give the admission for after Isha at 11:50. And then after that, next thing was that tomorrow morning, they are going to put Juma for us. Okay, we'll put Juma. Then the board said that he was paying the 2 Jumas. So we'll pay the first Juma and the second Juma. Alhamdulillah, it is one of the blessings that Allah has given to our Sheikh, and Allah has given the opportunity to be here. And we are also very thankful that we are also here together, inshallah. May Allah make it easy for everyone of us, and Allah continue to be with us. And for that, Sheikh.
You have to be knowing this thing. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I feel like sitting around here, May Allah bless you all. Amen. Thank you for having me, because it's a privilege to speak to people like you. It's not easy to find you around. I mean, May Allah bless you all. May Allah bless all your undertakings. We are very proud of you, and we thank you for being great ambassadors of our country, because those who live well, they will continue to open the ways for others to come. Because what you see every country, what you see when you see a country coming up with any policy, it is on account of their experience, with those who are already existing. So if you pass through the place, are you in Nigerian? Stay there. Or my Nigerian particularly. Definitely. So coming into this country and then finding out that our brothers and sisters are doing greatly, may greatness continue to abide with you. May you succeed in this world and succeed in the hereafter. This handout is expected to remind us, because I'm not here to teach anybody. We are here to share ideas. Of course, there are good topic there, but those who look at that topic, I want you to open your mind. Speak out. Let's know issues that we should really touch on here. And take those so because many brothers here have a lot of experience, a lot of exposure that others need to benefit from. So this experience and exposure, we call it the 3 E's of rationality paradox. Education, experience, and exposure. And you will find out that there are so many brothers here who need such information, but they're not getting it. Am I right or right? That's how we behave in National Assembly. You don't know. If I give you the option, only people say hi is hi. There's forget about all those against. So, I wanted to speak. I wanted to really speak out, so that we can go to the real foundation, and then this forum can be really really beneficial. Because there's a way you can do something that it will just be the rhetorics. So, and there's a way you can also put up something that will be really beneficial. Economically, it will be beneficial. Matrimonially, you know what I mean by that? But so, and spiritually, physically. So what do you think we should talk about? What do you think? Let's begin with what are those things bothering you. If you are not bothering you, let's just begin with those bothering you. You will assist me to write and see this paper. You see how transparent I am. I'm not like a Nigerian electoral review. Nothing is written. It's what you say. The topic you feel should be discussed. That will be discussed in shower. And if you give me just 45 or 1 hour, we'll be able to go around it. And people can answer most of the questions I have. Who is willing to start? Just give us what you think we should talk about. From this table, are you PDP or APC? Yes.
No. Example of thank you for coming to church. One thing I think is significant for this class is child upbringing here.
Child upbringing. Thank you. Thank you. All in favor say aye. Mashallah. What's one name? Child upbringing. Yes. Yes.
Edmonton. Bashir, my name is Bashir. So I don't be so given that here both men and women eventually work in one way or the other, right? In terms of managing family, like priorities and all. But so here, in terms of managing finances, men work, women to work. So, you know what we call it is
Facebook wa ló wà ní Facebook wa YouTube wa jọ̀wọ́ sẹ́ni YouTube wa ọ̀rẹ́ lè wò láti bẹ̀.
So God is really balanced. When I was to pay bills, saw everything, and then still take care of the house, be there for children.
Men work, women work. So our job, Amanah and the son should be Let's go to APC. Do you have anything to add? You can add anything you feel that's. Yes, young men, do you have anything? Young men, is there any topic that's of interest to you that you want us to talk about? Good, thank you. May Allah bless you. Yes, sir.
So I have a question about insurance.
Insurance.
Yes. So I read that Islamic institutions here in the Western world can insure their properties just so that people can but how does Islamic insurance, it's almost like, how does insurance now happen? Where, yes, the family where in the West you have life insurance, you have all those products, and in a society where you want to buy or one income source is no longer alive, you might create a sort of action.
Please, my brothers, Assalamu alaikum. You are not just listening to the questions. Those of you who have answers should also be ready to provide answers. Okay, 1 minute, I'll be with you.
So my very
Have you taken insurance now?
Yes. My name is Haji. We run a successful business in a credit-based system without a credit.
How do we run a successful business in a credit-based system without doing what? Assessing credit. So, please don't forget what I said. It's not just questions. Those who have answers should be ready based on your own experience and the time you have spent here to navigate these challenges.
My own is probably advise us. Right now, it's difficult for many Muslim ladies, that we use ladies, to get spouse, especially this part of the work. It's getting difficult, and all of us, some of us, we have kids growing, and it's going to become more difficult. So, how do we prepare ourselves or prepare our children? When they get to that stage, it will be easy for them, because what I've seen and heard, getting spouse for many of our ladies, it's not easy. Yeah.
So to come, I'm almost don't go in. It's as guilty as judged. Just right. And the challenge of getting married with you. No, do you want it as a topic? No, I'm not going. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. You see, you are free to add anything to the table. No. Do you want it as something to be discussed? Yes. All in favor say hi. Guilty, go and write husband. Salam alaikum. This program is live.
So, your eyes are here.
Be careful of your own. Salam alaikum. You know when I was asking for permission, only reason. So if you love yourself, you just be watching. So really, Supreme Court Motiwa, so Kosiwala, but then keep yourself intact, fasten your seatbelts. Now,
I would like us to discuss about, I think someone mentioned it already, investment opportunities among Muslim brothers, especially in our community, like the Nigerian Muslim community. I don't think we have such a program in our own community here. And maybe a lot of brothers are interested in doing business in order to gain more freedom from all these
investments. That is key.
I just want to quickly add to that. My brother here has an amazing business. If anybody wants to invest in the business, we can discuss with him after.
Thank you. I hope no one has been left unattended.
Just a quick question. The question, please.
So, once the husband is working, wife is working, and they are good contributors to the family. So, what about managing the household? We all know it's the wife that does that, but like, now that both of you are contributing to the family, so what should be happening there?
So that is a right answer to this question. Okay, inshallah. Now, let's go to Baba, the Sheikh.
Before we came to this country, we have expectation. I've been in Canada. So we thought probably that place is very rural. But when we got here, that we heard that there's something called career experience. So we seems a lot of, I'm sure many of us are professionals. So we have heard about it. So give us challenges. So how can we manage our expectations in such a way that it will not affect the foundation of our family? Because it will take a decision period before you can enter the system. So, and we've had so many cases. Because financial commitment is key for the foundation of the family. So, how do we manage our expectations so that to be able to survive those challenges?
Which of the challenges? Is it financial challenges in managing the home? Very good. Thank you, sir. Okay, one more. Okay. This man working with government agency. I love you.
Thank you, sir. So I just moved into a new neighborhood, and my neighbor, when I met him, he's from Palestine. And when I met him, I think it was maybe in the 60s or something, he said something that really struck me for me. He said he's been here for the past 15 years, and how good everything is good. But then he said that he's currently experiencing what Canada is all about. That Canada will give you a passport, but you take your children away from you. That's what he said. I really don't understand what he meant until I started seeing his children, and let's just say that he was kind of right. So I was hoping that you give us tips such as how to kind of navigate living here with kids in an Islamic way, and hopefully not regret it.
Thank you. That has to do with child upbringing.
A good one now. Back home, we know that men actually seen at the head of the family. But here, women seem to be the one in charge. It's a laughing matter now, but we know that a lot of men are running, even in their houses, a lot of men. Some get to our limit and some don't get to our limit. How can we move about that?
You got that? I did not get that last one. You did not get that one. Men in bondage. Men in bondage.
So I just want us to discuss something that actually Muslims in the Western world. The issue of Islamophobia and discrimination. We don't seem to pay attention to it enough. I think we need to put it in front of all of us. In this Western world, most oftentimes, to be honest with you, once in a while, I think I joke with some of my friends that watch about power with a country in the world, and such thing happened one time ago. Sometimes in Norway, or in the middle of Juma, that happened at Imam Ali Masjid. One guy just in the middle, we were just about to start the prayer, and the guy just came in, said that somebody parked without any recourse to anybody that we are actually, there's a spiritual or prayer going on. He just came in, just punched in and said, yeah, somebody parked before these are all these four languages and all those things. And eventually, we just have to just put them out and report Islamophobia and discrimination. And we've had serious of that happening around St. Albert, even in the meeting at Kazabo, and we need to actually have a discussion around that.
Islamophobia.
Mine is a little bit related to Masna that talked about. A lot of brothers have confided in me that their wives are usually not up and doing when it comes to the other one. So what can the brothers do in this situation to manage that aspect, knowing that the other ones are intimacy? Yeah. Yes, always complaining about. Yeah, so, and we know Masna is not a practical solution. How can the brothers manage this situation?
Well, intimacy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My own question is, how do we maintain steadfastness in the midst of isolation in society? For example, a lot of us find ourselves as the only Muslim in organizations, and we have temptation. For example, this is summer. We know the way the non-Muslims dress, or even some other things, other ethical practices. That when you find yourself in the midst of non-Muslims, you feel like nobody's watching you. So how do we maintain steadfastness and use these temptations?
How?
Yeah.
What did you write?
How to maintain Islamic separation in an institution.
But I was. Can we start? Now. So we're going to start with any of the questions that have been raised that you have solution to. Any of the items before I go into it. So let me first know how many people want to contribute. Or those who want to contribute after. So let me give you number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you. 4 contributors. 5 contributors. So each of you will have 2 minutes to give us direct solution to a problem that has been raised. So I'm going to start with the.
I'll just talk about family upbringing and child upbringing. Nobody knows how to do it best. However, first in my practical solution that I've seen for myself and for everyone of us. First thing that sound is bedrock.
the slander of our child is what will hurt them and make them what we want them to be. A lot of us, when we go to the Western world, we focus a lot of, I want them to learn swimming, I want them to do this, I want them to know how to do something, I want them to be better in school. All that is fantastic. But they all work under the basis of, in the family, Islam is what will make that family strong. What makes our identity is Islam first. Everything else built on it. If our Islam and our family is not strong, and without it means how many times we do family research together, how many times we pick our children at their events, how many times we feel to the mosque, all the things we want, and even our wives, we want them to listen to us and to have patience with us and let us be the leader. But they also need to be inspired. And you get this, what you do, we also give an expectation that okay, this person today has my interest at heart, what they go along, let me also interest. It doesn't mean that's the distribution, but that's number one. Number two, as far again, family issues, intimacy issues, and when there's crisis, I'll just say, as men, we need to have a lot of patience with our families. Lots and one of the I was taught Moses, you need to have patience that you never thought you can have. Look at your limit of your patience. Whatever it is, whether you have argument with your spouses or we are dating, whatever it is, you can now go and be patient beyond that and watch the behavior and patience. So we need to also look at what is the limit of patience and now start training ourselves on wow, am I going to go beyond that patience? Patience that will make that person see you as I cannot be the best kind of patience. That will also help in our family community. Then lastly, what I will say is as far intimacy and making things work together about finance, about making things work together. Again, it comes down to both parties because it's difficult for anybody for people here to work in, like Nigeria, where one person can work here, the other person doesn't. It's difficult. But our responsibilities as men, for Allah, must never shy away from it. Nobody on our power and by kind of to share one is not our effort. We think that Tibashi, business pushing, Tibashi, and the back of our and comes to Papa can show our responsibility as men. Papa might be Zobana to someone. If you be a allow to back it. But if we say, Colonel Michel, they allow the people to our back. So we need to start looking at what is my responsibility. It is, I need to pay out, I need to pay it. My responsibility is $7,000. I know I don't have the money now. But shame, 3,000 paying more. But 4,000 they say, if you don't see that, well, I don't business, like carry doing business. As men, our life, we want to one million, our share one. I like so the way we share that means that this is my responsibility. I want Allah to help me with it. And slowly, we will see that we will focus more on how to make more money and focus less on how to be sharing this more money. Many times I have some conversations where we are men is focusing more on how do you make more money? You can make more than what you're making. If I'm making $1,000, you can make $2,000. People are making it $4,000. They're not more than smarter than us. I'm not running it. I'm saying that. What I'm saying is that we should try and look at this is my responsibility and I can do better than this. And it's a lot that will make it possible. Someone.
Number 2.
Just want to talk about what John discussed regarding the Islamophobia.
Islamophobia.
So I believe that if we apply this to, we can apply it to so many other things. So the first is that I believe it's not because I was at the most when the guy came and started banging the door with somebody.
So it's a boy.
So because most of the time I believe that we all do it, and I know that even most of the time the imam will kind of give a lecture about it, and he shouldn't be rushing to the walls and trying to think like that. So something packed and blocked the guy because they are trying to him to be forced what I learned with that is that because it will happen to any one of us too, because especially this country is not, we have lots of diversity in this country. Because if somebody blocks into and even irrespective of what kind of religion they are being,
You can also react.
I can also react too. So the same thing will apply to anything and anything you apply that to do. If you can't be like, you want to be what you can do to yourself. Yeah. So you can also do it to others.
Number 3. I'm going this way. Investment. I gave you number in the church.
Just really, our shape is to answer some of these questions. Because what I like to talk to you is telling us about like how to train our children.
About training of children.
Yeah, so in this one. So like most of the lectures of China, I'm listening to our scholars. So say that the first thing which myself and most of us don't actually take notes, that if you want to build a house, we have to have very safe foundation. That's why I said my parents believers, like a good land will give you a very good product. So the question is, how do you take our spouse when we want to marry? And just select some qualifications, beauty, of course, very important, but religion is the most vital thing. You don't expect to marry your wife or your man, or your husband, who doesn't have any fear of Allah, and you want your children to, take ownership from them. So that's the first thing. The second thing, which is very important, is after selecting a very good spouse, is that we make sure that when we give birth to these children, they Allah give us, they are gifts from Allah, but they actually be tests from Allah from us. So the second thing that's very important is when we give birth to a child, Scholar said that things that are very important. The first one is name these children. It's another thing. So scholars also say that the name we give to our children will have an impact on their life. So most people these days, even myself, when we want to name our children, so most of us just want to give their name and just give them names. We are to actually ask the scholars, please, Father, what's the plan we give to the children to make them successful? So that's you have to say that this one, give them name. The third thing that I is how you are going to teach our children also, the Islamic teachings. So from us, Sheikh has said that he said, most of us Allah is sincerely in this Western world. Some of us don't even pray in our various homes. So how do we want children to learn? So teaching our children Islamic teachings is very important thing. And another thing I noticed from here is that, of course, we're in the Western world, but the aspect of teaching our children Islamic values is actually very somehow. So today, as an example where somebody is actually giving his child to maybe the man to teach the child Quran or what have you, and we know how it is. So like children corners, so we are not separating for this one also. So Islamic teaching is very important. The last thing I'd like to mention is that we let us make sure that our house is house of religion of Allah. Like, but number one in our we don't actually let our wives and our kids listen to our child. So we have never entered most of our Muslim homes here. I'm not going to say most of the houses. Like Thailand, they was who come everybody. And those kids, when they are very small, they don't know a lot of things. So in 4 or 5 years for them to go and most of us, what we have learned from what we are like 10 years, 7, we don't forget. So let us say, when we play English to our child, come on, what has taken it? You ask some questions, so that this. And like what everyone said, come out to do one, do something like that. So, and of course, prayer is very important. So, we allow our best for our children.
Is that another fire? Right.
I'm seeing my brother since 1990. When we were all kids in Unila, alhamdulillah. I think one of the problems that common thing that I see. The Prophet is a very good example for us. And whatever we are doing, we have this discussion with my wife most times. The Prophet is the most beloved, at least the way we have been taught by Allah. And we wondered why the Prophet went through a lot of challenges in his life. All the challenges that the Prophet went through, how many of them have been going through? That is different. Did the Prophet leave his country or his hometown and go somewhere else? When he got there, he went with some people. Did he get there and say, you know what? You people that we met here, you have to do things the way we do it. What did the Prophet did? He put a muhajir with the Ansar. And what was the purpose of that? To learn. One thing that, and this is just a general question where I answered most of the questions. One thing most of us are doing is that we come here with the mentality that we have brought for home, not trying to understand how things are done here to be able to change it. My brother was asking about being the only Muslim in the office, and I was laughing. I see people sitting at least in this table. They were the only blacks at one time. You are even talking Muslim. We are even saying that you are the only person that looks different. And I remember that I used to have a boss who I reported to directly, and he had a conception first about our women in hijab. He grew up here. He was born here and he grew up here. And he's way older, he's probably almost close to 70 now. He said anytime he sees an hijab person, he and his wife always feel sorry for them because they think they are oppressed. That is number one. And he doesn't think Muslims have any knowledge apart from Islam. First thing first, the day this man heard that my wife uses that hijab as a chemical engineer, the question he asked me was, how is that possible? And it got to a stage that whenever it is, after we started relating and working with him, he will be in meetings, and when they say they want to put meeting at Juma time, and I'm talking 2010, 2011 here, I'm not talking now. When people want to put meeting, he will say, if you want to have it here, don't put that meeting at that time. And he went to the extent of telling me, he said, go and block your calendar 1 hour that you are not available. Why? Because and that is the system. So you don't stand up and say, oh, we have to go to Duma. And because you are going to Duma, oh, I don't care, you just go. No, you have to have a way to be able to pass the message for them to be the one. You need them to be the champions for you. Everybody is talking about Aroship today. The people that built Aroship are non-Muslims, whether everybody knows it or not, and they're women. They supported few Muslim people that wanted to build it. So we have to understand the system. It is very, very important that if you want to change something, you have to understand it and offer what you have. Alhamdulillah, we have Islamic mortgage here now. We never had it before. But after a while, there have been discussions. That is number one. For children, I think it is very important, and Alhamdulillah, thank you for your comment. I think it is very important
that we start from when the kids are very small. The mistake we always make, particularly in the Western world, is that you try to bring your children up with a Western mentality when they are small. By the time they are teenagers, they already have some things in their brain. And then you try to change it, it is not possible. So, like the Nigerian said, take your children to programs, let them be part of the community, let them go to Islamia, and you teach them. And to round up, I want to talk about finance. Because in a little way, I must be a business person. And Alhamdulillah, I avoid borrowing money. The thing is, do not be greedy. A lot of us want to jump into the big league. And when you want to jump into the big league, you will be running after big projects. When you run after big projects, you will need money to execute that project. If you need money to execute that project, and you don't have money and you don't have the source of a large mortgage, guess where you get your money from? But we need to patronize ourselves. I don't know where this food came from, but everybody is eating now. But the question is, did it come from a Muslim store? Are we patronizing ourselves? The few Muslim people that are doing business, are you talking to them? Are you looking at them? The only thing that I'm trying to say is that we should also patronize each other. Not because of $5 or $10 difference. Abandon your own. Because if you don't build your own, you will not get the investor. Like my brother said, you are looking for somebody to invest. They have to have money to invest. And the way you have money is to patronize them. Assalamu alaikum. That bill.
Mumbo. Listen, no. Any intervention?
Firstly, my apologies for coming late. It's what an intention has been going on by control. So, one of our elders was advising us about kids, Islamophobia, and other stuff. Firstly, Islamophobia, without adding, most of us are guilty. And I'm going to explain to you. You said, you come to somebody's country, you isolate yourself, you are not mixed, and you are expecting that person not to judge you. That's a big mistake. We are not socializing, we have to try. We have to be frank to ourselves. The white people are not that bad, trust me. But you don't mix with them. How do we expect them to know you? And to give you a practical example, in one company, we are doing and one white guy came, said, don't you have a bar today? Why do you have to do that? Naturally, we get offended. You don't have to. That's an opportunity for you to do that. Okay, what does he do to you? I'm bathing now. I want to do my prayer. And this is the procedure. I have to do it. Introduce him to basic of Islam. Trust me, he will go back to his computer, quickly search for ablution about Muslim, and read everything. The following morning, he will come back with questions. That's how they learn. But some of us were too receptive. Another practical example, in one of the massages here, one white lady came with his son, and he started beside the door. Everybody was passing by. Nobody said he greets everybody was walking by. And some people were looking with a kind of disgusting expression. We study body language everybody. We enter with him, man. That's even though I'm waiting for you. But what I see today is different from you. Imam used to visit this lady because she's a single mother and she's not a Muslim, and buy some gift to her sometimes. And I said, it's been a while, go and visit the Imam too. you know what you guys do? Just enter the mosque, just enter the mosque on the side, and people are passing by. Nobody prays. Do you want to blame the lady for that? Islam is not like this. Most of us complain that they are guilty. At the end of the day, the man has good interaction with her. I'm sorry, I couldn't come to all this file, blah, 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 blah. I said, man, you need to teach your people. You need to be. They don't know me, they don't know who I am. And I'm standing here and everybody was having a kind of a facial expression, looking at me, judging me without even knowing me. If not because the lady knows Iman, that's a wrong impression about Muslim person. And we do this a lot. Another worst example. In one of the mosque, one homeless lady went in. They want to change that house. She said, no, not getting out. I must feel warm enough before going out. Everybody getting mad. You don't have to get mad. Come out down and all that. Nobody listening. And this lady just want to go home and say into a big mess. Because we don't know how to persuade people to come out and to make that people come slowly get that something and it's out. We are so aggressive sometimes. And that aggressiveness pulls people away from us. But when you closer to the white people, you will realize that most of them have a clean heart. It's not that the first sessions. They might be drunk, they might be sleeping on the road, but if you have interaction with them, they have a very clean heart. I can tell you that in the exam. But, like my brother also said, in Medina, the Muhajirun and Ansar, Rasulullah mix them together. If there's a division, there will be integration. But do we do that here? How many of us have a white friends? How many of us volunteer within the community? No, we don't do that. We don't want to mix. My brothers, we can continue going on, but Islamophobia, most of them caused by us. One white man told me one story I will never forget. We were walking together. Honestly, there's a lot of things. He really made me mad sometimes. This man said, he was taking his daughter to school and one hijab lady brought her daughter to the same school. And this daughter spilled on the white guy and the ran around. You know what the man made up from that story? He said, someone must have put that into an egg so you know how to harass people public. Somebody taught her. I said, no, don't join Muslim like that. When one individual make a wrong thing, doesn't mean everybody's like that. And that's the thing that slowly become friends. This is a white old man in Edmonton here. The first impression, pushing back. But most of us, we complain, but we don't look at ourselves how we interact. So let the shake continue because a lot of things that we do sometimes push non-Muslim away from us. So let's change our attitude. Let's have open-mindedness. Let's create a friendship atmosphere with non-Muslims. Even if it's very crazy guy who doesn't like Islam, at least he will learn one or two things from us. But most of us, we don't even want to tolerate them around us. We frown, we are like, I don't want to have anything to do with them. If you don't have anything to do with them, they won't learn from you. If they don't learn from you, they forever in their mind, they will keep on having that negative thing about Islam. Look at this place that we are using. Who owns it? YMCA. YMCA is not everybody knows the first organization. But no, they were not like Nigerian Christians. They built the facility, allow anybody to use it. Do we have anything like that? If we build it, imagine we build this place. Some of us will say, don't allow the non-Muslim to use it. Sarah. But if they build this place, we are benefiting from it. So let's change our attitude sometimes and have a open-mindedness, and then whatever the negativities slowly. And now, if not because of the social media and some positive attitude from some Muslim brothers, slowly, they are drawing the good place from the Muslim community. But if you don't change our attitude at workplace, within our friend and the social gathering, and then mix with them, they won't know us. There's no way they can know us. But they know individuals and professionals in their offices. Once they study you, they learn stuff from you, they see you as a good person. But how many people that have that opportunity? So, my brothers, please, and then the children, let me see ask me to think about the children. The doctor will mention something. How many houses do they have time? Okay, I want to sit down with the family. If it's only one person in the hand, it's only one that is there. Let us sit down 5-10 minutes. We don't have time for that. But we can be on the phone, discuss the business, discuss the Champions League, be on the social media, discuss everything. When we come to our family to spend quality time, we find it very difficult. Our phone will be ringing, we forget whatever we are doing. Oh, go and meet your mommy, go and meet your mommy. Mommy every time. Where is that? That is not present. That is the only present whenever there's my food or I have a meeting. Come on. It cannot fly from the sky. We need to create that environment. Look at some of our imams. Most of them that have seats, they bring their kids to this mosque. That's a good example because why? They want to be revolving around their time. But we have our kids with their moms, we don't create a good environment for them. At the same time, whatever we learn, we don't even push it to them. So our kids, we are the first teacher for our kids. They don't see anything in us to learn about Islam. It's going to be very difficult to learn it outside. So the kids will learn from us if we will actually have a positive mind and create a quality time, not just a time. Quality time. Sit down together, joke together, crack joke, and try to be their friend. Let them be comfortable around you so that whenever anything is bothering them, they will talk about going to discuss it like that. But how many people will be able to discuss like that now? The dad frown, that doesn't give them quality time. They want to discuss what is important to them. You don't see it as important. You may say that come here, I want to joke. That's what is important to that child at that time. You must give him attention. If you don't give him attention, when he has something more important, you will not know. Those are the things, little things. But and then we are all trapped with our upbringing that brought from Nigeria. The thing is applicable to them very low. The way we are raised back home, please, my brother, don't force that ear to not work, to make it worse. Because we are the only one telling them that in school, many people are telling them this different thing. Their teacher telling them different thing. You are not, no, that's why at your age, I was doing this. Come on, if you at your age, at their age, you are doing that. Take it calm, slowly, because it's what's wrong. What you are doing, I will be complaining when there's school. I will be complaining when there's school. Within our community, we are not talking about outside community. So, but a lot of this problem came from the parenting. When we are doing our parenting, it's so hard.
That me, I'm going to. Did I give you a number? Okay, let me finish with those one. No.
I was thinking at a good time, let us give it to Shane to continue the conversation. Alright, so I just wanted to touch a little bit on some of the aspects of investment. I just wanted to touch briefly on some of the aspects of investment and maybe supporting ourselves financially. So, like I said, I work with the development background, where typically some of our businesses, everywhere from getting investment and also getting financing and all that. Now, there is this concept that we recently developed, which is kind of entrepreneurship through acquisition. This is where you want to our friends that we Muslims will trust ourselves that much to give ourselves money. And that really rubbed off wrongly on me, and I felt maybe that's their perspective or not. Another set of elders again that spoke to also said things like, don't go into business for me, don't go into business, go into business alone. And in the line of business right now, I can tell you that I don't see, maybe because of the revenue part that I want, I don't see black people most of the times as entrepreneurs coming to me forward. And that's simply because the kind of business that support my business is like the revenue on the wall. So that just tells me that we're not going into that market yet. But for most of the entrepreneurs that come to us for support, it's difficult to one-man business. It's always partnership. But in our community, we are kind of partnership with maybe because of our mentality from back home. We think somebody our partner is doing something that does how we do. So I think partnership also is another way to potentially be able to grow businesses here. Now, the other thing you also touch on also is what we call venture capital. Now, if you are building a tech company, there is an opportunity for you to be able to get venture capital. This is equity financing. This is where some investors will give you money and in return you give them part of the company. In that way, it's not a there's no interest involved. Giving them ownership of that company. If the company fails, their money is gone. If the company succeeds, they also succeed and their capital also succeeds as well. And last but not least, not to take too much time. Right now, myself and a couple of brothers back in Nigeria are working on something, some sort of a cooperative where a couple of us, about 25 of us, will be contributing money just like I do on a monthly basis. But what we intend to do is, part of that money will be invested in the Nigerian stock market, and the other part of the money will be basically some form of loan or allow financing to any of the brothers that have contributed over a certain period of time. He or she can come to the cooperative, get some loan from us. Some of the brothers are more knowledgeable than I are currently working on the allow financing aspect of that. That is also something that I think maybe we would also kind of look into here as well. Just a couple of examples that I think I can kind of share with most of us.
Yeah. Now we have a new set of contributors. One. Someone was here now. I gave him 2, 3, and 4. So let's start with 1.
I want to speak on to what my brother here just said. There is none of us here that doesn't know Costco. Is there anybody that doesn't know Costco business centers? I want to put it to you here that all of us here, if we decide that we want to own a franchise Costco, we can have it. We can have it. If we think it involves a large amount of money, but with dedication and then with seriousness, we can put it all. It just takes some studying. Those that have been doing it before, we just ask them how they have done it. And then we'll see that the profit in it is so huge that we cannot comprehend it if we do not go into it. My brother said one thing now that most of us don't trust ourselves. We don't trust ourselves to do business with ourselves. But owning a Costco is like owning a franchise. Not just Costco now, but that just comes to my head. We have businesses like McDonald's also. They have some basic things that you need to do before they give you their franchise. These are live businesses. Businesses that you're going to be involved in and you're going to give it to your children or to your children's children. So we need to share away from just being an employee and become business owners. Not just small business owners, but big business owners. Let us think big and get there.
Larry, what do you? Yeah. come inside, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I just want to speak on one or two things. What was said. I think the other time I was talking about how do you manage the Ghanaian experience in order to manage the financial aspect of the family life. So that is very, very important. So I can say from my experience that out of the divorce or the separation that we have in this country and even among the society, 70 to 80% of them are caused by finance. Finance is the problem because 70 to 80% of those separations of divorces are caused by the financial aspect of the family. So there's a lot of pressure in this family. So the only way I think our people have to navigate that. One of them is our family. We have to be very, very patient and have a lot of perseverance. That is very key. Because the women, all women, they are not, if you see every man, say, oh, I can advise, I can save the man and do everything. If the financial aspect comes in, my brother, it's not going to be, you will see everything change drastically. So that financial aspect, you need to, and that my brother just said now, I don't want people to be very stagnant on this environment. So we have to embrace business. What do I mean by embracing business? So it's not a matter of looking for investors or whatever. So, but you can look for a very small business, so corporate something like that. Even if you are making, laws or something like that, business, there's a way that can be help you when you do your taxes. There's a way that will help you when you do your taxes. And you see, those are those things that I push to my client. You have to advise everybody. You have to find a business, a small business that you have to employ. So it is only that way that you can be able to, it's not compulsory that you make profit from the business. But people making losses from the business, you see the gain when you do your taxes. So because we know that taxes are very, very proportional to this aspect. I want to speak for the from my experience, what I'm telling you is, I don't believe in anything is well. Because when the guy comes before I retire, they know me that on Friday they cannot on Friday call me for anything. Because they know that Friday, that time between 12 and 1, because my brother is there, when people have mosque, and we organize and bring to month. So they know that on Friday, nobody can ask me to do anything. There was an experience that I had. One of my colleagues was sick, and I have to cover for him. I have to cover for that colleague. And my supervisor now said, we have to travel to another city for any one engagement. I used to say that to people so that they know that when you stand your chance at wedding, people know when you do that this is what you have. So you won't tell about it. So he said, I'm covering for that guy, and then we have to travel. And he called me to his office. He said, okay, we are traveling so on Friday. I said, Friday? said, okay, Friday. He said, yes. I said, that Friday we don't work. Because, you know, I have to go to the bank. He said, this is work. This is work. We have to go. I said, that is work. But that is not work. I have to start my job. He said, no, this is work. I said, I'm not like telling you. I said, no, I don't want to that. I see that one thing. You see that I call it sick. And don't come to me. You don't come to the company. Or I go to my car and say, and I give this person something so that and I know that so that we were dragging it in his office. He said, no way, we're going to go. I said, no problem. That Friday, I'm sure no more. Because you know what? Before I get back to my office and sit down within the next 10 minutes, come back and tell me, say, don't worry, I've been able to change it. Say, I say, oh, that's what I do. So, you know, when they know you, that they're sorry that don't know the right that you have. Check your organization. There are some specific things that specific time and money that you have. And just that's use those time. You want to use those time to do your solar, do for your Friday prayer. Not that Friday prayer is so special to me that I don't need to miss it when I'm alive. Honestly, I don't pray to miss it. So that is I'm of that. So if you know how to handle it, I mean, nobody will embarrass you. Thank you very much.
Where is that man? Are we good? Are you sure? Okay, good.
I want to thank the morning that's present today. And I want to appeal that we should not let this die here. We need to take it up. Because this is the first time we are meeting. And we need to bring it more frequently. As you can see, there's a lot of benefits in cross-fertilization of ideas. I don't know the Tawasi, if I can borrow the standard of honorable. But also go at us, we have to like to near all of you should work together. Because there is strength in unity. Like other nationalities, Indian or Chinese, they help themselves in that. Unfortunately, when Nigerians, especially Muslims, we are individualistic, and this country too is individualistic. So we follow ourselves in the religious environment. So we need to come together. There are some businesses in this country that is held by the Indians. It is difficult for anyone to penetrate them. So we need to come together like this, and I want to agree to the organizers as well that we need to recognize so that we will continue this kind of program more frequently.
Wa alaikum salam.
Our identity as a Muslim. I like to say something about workplace. I want to give myself as an example. I believe that in any situation we find ourselves, Allah is destined. When I have my interview at work, after the interview, the questions you have any questions, okay. If I am not to get this environment, I'm a Muslim. And when it comes to prayer, I want you guys to give me an excuse.
to say myself. And most especially my demand, I had to go. So, but this is something that then when I started, so I spoke to my manager, I said, okay, break time is 12 to 1. I won't go with. My demand is 1:30. So I'll go on break 1 to 2. And alhamdulillah, since then, till now, they know that time. Even if anything changes, I let them know. They don't bother now. So we should not, hide our identity. We should let the people gather with it. This is who I am. And they don't know it. Another one I want to talk about is, our attitude as Muslims. 2021, I went to Canada. So I went to the Imam with a friend. So the Imam said something, gave us a story. He said, 2022, 2021, they were in the mosque praying. It was Ramadan. So the Imam came. He said, the man was doing, so the brother said, excuse me, please. I'm going to leverage. I lost my wallet. I just need $20 to top up my gas so that he take me to leverage. So, wallahi, the man said he had $20 in his pocket. He gave him that $20 and he took him into the masjid. There are other couple of brothers there still from here. Assalamu alaikum, brothers, please. This our brother is going to leverage. This is throwing $5, $10, $20. So he had enough. Then he said, I will pay you back. I said, no, don't worry, don't worry about it. I said, no, I will pay you back. If you don't want to pay us back, when you get to leverage, look for a masjid there. And you will pay looking forward. So, fast forward 2022, Ramadan. Imam said after prayer, he just felt someone tapping. He turned. Listen, brother. It's like, do you remember me? Imam said the thoughts that came to his mind was, oh my God, here we go again. Said like, yeah, I remember. He said, you know what? Last year when I came on my drive to leverage, I was just thinking. I was thinking. I got home, I couldn't sleep. I started doing research about Islam. You know what happened? He said he went to a pub when he lost his wallet. They are Caucasian like him. He told them this situation. They were like, yeah, I'm here. You lying, side judging. Are you really sure you lost your wallet? He said, but when he came into the masjid, nobody asked him anything. So because of that, on his drive, he was thinking about Islam, that people that don't even look like him, but yet don't judge him. And those that believe as people, they may ask him questions and that's when you are lying. He converted to Islam. And he said he came to show the man that because of you guys in attitude and what you did, made me to be sent to Islam and I converted to Islam. So that's about our attitude. We should let people, we should represent Islam very well. Because what we do is what we use to judge us.
This is the end of the program today. Well, I want to say that one, we have achieved a lot. The cross-fertilization of ideas is one of our greatest achievements. That in this forum is truly established, brothers can have the assurance that when I have challenges, I can get it resolved by my brothers. Yes or yes? That's a great achievement. Number two is that we all need to be in one group. Say we have a group. You have WhatsApp? For brothers only? For brothers only?
Who is not on our WhatsApp? Anybody? We are not on the please let us use our WhatsApp.
Okay. So, please, this WhatsApp group, add my name and my number. Number 3, do you think I need to say anything? Looking at the time. Okay. How many of you are coming tomorrow for the marriage seminar? Raise your hand, please.
Please, marriage seminar tomorrow. We are not coming. Ain't no war.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. I want to appeal to all of you. If you have not registered, please register now. And attend that program. That program will answer some of the questions left unanswered deliberately. There will be no issue mentioned here that will not be addressed. There are so many important issues. Investments must be addressed. Not only among brothers. The issue of brothers in bondage must be addressed in the presence of women. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. You're going to be shocked that sisters will tell you sisters in bondage. They will, that is it. You have said from your own angle. They will tell you from their own angle. You can never resolve most of these issues alone. If you are a brother and you come to a program, you see, I've come here with 17 great points to take your experience anywhere in the world. And all these points are meant for individuals. It's about you. It's not about her. It's not about your wives. Your wives are innocent. Stop discussing them. Be the man that Allah wants you to be, and all your matters will be resolved, inshallah. Allah does not leave his own. Allah does not commit a breach of contracts. If you have this covenant with Allah and you fulfill your part, you will be shocked. Your life and experience will be greater. Show mercy on these women. Stop seeing your wife as a problem. Your wives are no problems at all. She may be part of your own challenges, but then the only one who resolves challenges is Allah. Allah will resolve it, but you got to play your part. We've got to do what? So that's why I have the confidence that I love when women are seated. We've treated this in several parts of the world, and admitting is not an exception. But what I love about this is brothers coming together. It's so beautiful. I love it when brothers come together, but deliberately I put up the strategy without even telling the organizers. By prompting questions, issues from you, and then the resolutions are also seated there. Brothers who are seated there have experience, and don't joke with their experience. It's really going to be very helpful. And tomorrow I'm not going to talk about theory, I'm going to go into practical. I will also tell, you see, one of the things that came up is this issue of riba, riba or interest or insurance or all those ones within your capacity. It is a no. Keep up with your mom. Don't even think about it. Whatever is haram is haram. You're going to make money and you're going to have peace of mind. Don't joke with Allah. There's really nothing here. There's really nothing in this dunya. Don't joke with Allah. You can make money in a lawful manner. Have peaceful relationship with your Lord. Allah is not joking. Are you joking, Moses? Allah is not joking. That's why in Muslims I told them, get the definitions right. Haram is haram, halal is halal, fard is fard, shirk is shirk. Whatever is wrong, even if 99% of the people are doing it. And whatever is right, even if nobody does it. Get yourself, don't let anybody deceive you. Now nobody is going to distract you with anything. What do they want to advertise to you? What? Just mention it. Understand? So life insurance is about what? Who owns life? So they cannot insure what they don't own. The fraud is what Allah avoids. When Allah says don't do this, He's going to give you very logical reasons for it. How much do you pay when you insure your life? How much do you pay? How much premium do you pay? Like how much money do you intend to collect at your death? How much? Give me an example. 500. Assuming you intend to collect 500,000 cards. I mean, how much have you paid before your death? Oh yeah, now talk. Have you paid the 500,000?
20,000.
Okay, you paid 20,000 and you pay how much? 500,000. Don't you yourself know that you are a thief? No, just ask yourself. Without anybody sentencing you to death. 500,000 minus 20,000, how much is that? Do I need to go and read the Quran for you? Where do you expect that company to get that money? This is what Allah is telling you. Islam is so clean. You cannot take what does not belong to you. In the same vein, if you end up paying $1 million and at your death, based on the agreement, how much will the company pay you?
1 million. Oh, 500,000.
What's the agreement?
500.
It's 500. If you insure this building for 50,000, you must keep on paying premium, yes or no? Yes. And you cannot set it ablaze. So at the end of the day, if you ended up paying far above what is insured, the insurance is to pay only the amount agreed. That is if at all you qualify for it. You know the technicalities. What Allah is saying is that the insurance company is fraudulent. Just as Allah said, you are fraudulent for taking what does not belong to you. So tomorrow, I will share the beauty of the Islamic takaful, and you see the Islamic option against all this. I don't know if anybody is still here. Share you happy. If you can, I want you to please come tomorrow. Your family is going to be greater, happier. No, I try to bring some assurance, not insurance. Assurance from Allah to you that you will have a great time tomorrow. Inshallah, I'm going to beg the organizers so that the learning start as soon as the program starts. And they give me 2 hours non-stop. It's a flight that you have to tighten and fasten your belts again. And your wife will be happy if you bring her. She'll be happy. Don't worry. So don't tell them you are going to discuss Muslim. Some of you endanger yourself. You see, it's not a topic that is interesting to women. But you'll be shocked how everything will just go around tomorrow. Because it's about understanding the foundation. Without the foundation, nothing can be built on it. Many brothers are unfair to their wives. Many brothers are misrepresenting Islam. Many brothers are not qualified for it. Why are you thinking Muslim? Kilo dinner. Okay, the interesting thing is that I told you that the way we are treated when we get to any border is on account of the past experience with other Nigerians. There was a time I took a flight from Saudi Arabia. It was Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways delayed in Saudi Arabia. Therefore, before we got to Doha, the one going to Lagos and left. Under international law, we is at fault. Is it not Qatar? Am I the pilot? Is Qatar from Jeddah to Doha, Qatar from Doha to Lagos. They have my itinerary. They know that I am supposed to fly with them. They delayed the takeoff. And before we got to Lagos and to Doha, the other one had left. Another international law, they are supposed to do what? Take care of me in a 5-star manner. In fact, I can tell them that I have missed a $5 million business. I can do anything I like, but Islam will not allow that. So what did they do? They said, okay, don't worry. They came to meet us in a very courteous manner. Give us a passport, give us a passport. They collected all the passports, you know. And then they came back to us that those of you with Ghanaian passports, you'll be going to the town. Those of you with Nigerian passports, I'm sorry, you cannot go. So now the question is, it's not because they are not ready to extend the courtesy, but because my passport is a challenge. Which means that they have extended it to some Nigerians who abuse it. So this is it. Some brothers have entered into Masna and spoiled the show and spoiled the chances of the remaining brothers. So you have to remain where you are. Don't yes now. As I am, you all know me now that I'm a first-time general. I have 4 wives now. I have 4 wives. And what sisters do is to prevent their husband from interacting with me. You know, but I am innocent of all the accusations. So before I arrive in any territory, I will have received a lot of vibes. You know, when in New Jersey, man of program, is coming to New York, is going to weather, you know. But today we are all friends because the women, many of them were able to get the right narrative about it. You know, it is Allah has not prescribed marriage to 4 wives. I will prescribe them. Doctors who are here, you know the difference between prescription and patch. If you prescribe, a doctor, if you prescribe 4 tablets, if you take 2, will it work? So Allah did not prescribe. Allah has only permitted. Do we get that message? No. He has only done what? Permitted marriage to more than one wife on very, very stringent conditions. Some people want to start sooner. The first sooner you are saying is most not. You are not seeing well. Why should that be the first sooner? I'm telling you, if you have done the other sooner, you understand? That sooner may be acceptable to the wife, but it's the first sooner you want to do in that house. Imagine now. So, why do you want to marry another wife? Keep your wife now. Keep your wife. Your wife is doing great, I mean. Go allow intimacy, I mean. Don't worry, we'll address it tomorrow. You see the solution. You see intimacy at another level. Shemago, we don't discuss it without the women, they must be there. So it's not going to be because women tomorrow, I will let them realize that that program is to improve their well-being. That the class of the program is meant to improve the well-being of women, well-being of men. You see, Canada is innocent. Canada is what? So it's a very good country. Did they apply to you or you apply to them? No, so to which one? So it's a very good country. And Canada cannot deny you Jannah. It's only you who can deny yourself Jannah. Canada has given you a platform. Play your ball as you like. But we will collect money from you, Abi. Then you will work, Abi. Then you won't escape. You pay your tax. You pay your bills. They are not asking for anything extraordinary. At the end of the day, you are the beneficiary. All they are just trying to say is, do not destroy the town. I mean, do not destroy the city. Work, collect your money. We collect our taxes. We protect you. You feel secured. We make sure not everyone goes the way. I mean, when there are challenges, we come to your rescue. If the snow is heavy, the government clears it from the road. I mean, you only clear your own. I mean, don't ever see your wife as a problem in your life. When I receive a text message from my wife and I see that maybe she's complaining about me, I don't treat it as one of my problems because I have enough problems. So I see my wife as a solution. So I tell her, the reason I did not respond, you can never be a problem to me. That is complimentary. I have enough headache. And she doesn't know what my headaches are. I will identify those things tomorrow. You got a date with your Lord, my brothers. You have more serious matters on your table. You came into this world without your knowledge. You are going to depart without your knowledge. Your arrival was announced all of a sudden. Your departure will be announced all of a sudden. People gathered on the day you were celebrated. That was the date of your naming ceremony. You did not invite them, they came. People are going to gather on the day of your burial. You will not invite them. Everything that happened on the date of your birth will happen on the date of your death. You have no serious matter. At that house today, did we not do genocide on a brother? So, when there are more important issues before you, what these ones are distractions. Let me give you one or two strategies just to go with. It is you who truly matter. It is you, not anybody else. Nobody tiny important person. It is you. Stop sharing help all other people around you. What is showing to my job? I'll tell you why we feel we are in bondage, why we feel there are issues, and sharing about me transform our side where they go plug wire to my friend. To bad of you transformer in a season. To bad of plug wire and on touch lights. Kilometer. Do you know who Allah is to you? Do you know what Allah does in your life? Do you know what He has provided for you? Every other thing that you are thinking about, put them side by side with what Allah has done. Because I always tell you, you are asking for something, Allah has refused to do it. Now, there are some things you did not ask for, which Allah has done. And you said, ever be getting that? Àwọn kankan wá wà, ìwọ ò tọrọ ẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ṣe. Tẹ̀tí dàgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀. Tó bá ronú nǹkan tí wọ́n ń tọrọ tọ́lọ́run ṣe, tó bá gbèsè bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n ò tọrọ tọ́lọ́run ṣe, àmọ́ pé pàǹtí ló ń tọrọ. Ọlọ́run tó yẹ ká dì. You understand? Why the depression? Why are you misinterpreting your situation? Why are you saying these problems? Everything you ask for, which Allah has refused to do, because I call it refused, because He has the capacity to do. You know, we as Muslims, Allah tells us, do you think you will get everything you want? That's a verse in Surah Al-Nahl. So a Muslim is not prepared to get everything I want. No, I don't even need it. He gave me some things I never asked. Now I've been working for some other things He refused to give me. Between what He gave and what He has refused to give, which one is greater? So we're talking of $1 million from life insurance level. Even if it is $500 million, can you compare with your two eyes? That's all right now. What is it that you are going to have that you do not have the examples in the city of Edmonton? You have different structures you want to build. Find out those who have built. They are dead in their grave and the buildings are standing. Who has anything? They all have nothing. Because there's nothing you have that you can compare with these things that we have been given by Allah. Far greater. But Shaitan is not making us see what really matters. Your business, my brother, your business. Go and check the orientation from now. Your business is not what my wife does, or how she reacts, or how she responds. Your business is how to make her happy in your own little way. Your business is how to forgive her and not talk about her behind. Your business is how to be very soft with her. Your business is how to attach yourself to Allah and not to any human being, including your wife. Your business is to have zero expectation expectation from any human being, including your wife. Because with zero expectation, you're going to get zero disappointment. Hey, bro. Kí ló wá lọ́wọ́ ṣe fún mi? Ẹjọ́ máa jẹ́ ayé rẹ̀. If you know what Allah says about those who are fear of Allah, if you know how Allah grants them breakthrough, if you know how Allah answers those who are attached to Him, who fear Him, you know that your wife is just the recipient of your service to Allah. Dáadáa nìkan ló máa rí gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, kò bá máa ṣàbùrú sí ẹ, kò pẹ́ kó tó rẹjà. It takes two people to tango, right? Two people don't mind why they. If your wife is fighting, kò ní pẹ́ sùn, dáadáa nìkan ni kò máa ṣe. No matter what anyone does, don't have time for them. Just to ask you your way, àdúrà ni kò ṣe, kò gbọ́wọ́ lé lórí. Àdúkẹ́ wá ṣoríire, ó ní tẹ́. I have a short time with you, a very short time with you, because life itself is short. I'm afraid I want this short time to be memorable. Oh, Aratoba and Borofibida, that Mama she said. And I'm restricting myself to verses of the Quran. If I be let hear, ask. Anyone who does any evil to you, do not repay with evil. Specialize in repaying with good. Come and see what Allah will do. Someone has just extended selfishness. You should extend charity. If Allah has commanded that you as man, you are the maintainer of the woman, Allah is not blind. Takbir. Allah is not blind. Allah can never be unjust. Allah knows your strength. Allah knows your trouble. Allah knows the limit of your finances. Allah knows that you are incapable, but because He's the Lord of capacity, He says, I will never ask you what I have not given you. He says, they don't think it's uncertain. It is those who have money that should pay what I ask you to pay. One who could ever school because of your restricted source of income. Only spend out of what you can afford. Allah will never expect you to spend what you do not have. So already you are feeling that I am not a criminal. Because you need to have that feeling, I am not a criminal. I'm not going to keep myself over the activities of this home. You want bounty money, you might be shocked or your Olympiasa, police cotomen, and many shall say. As soon as you do it, I don't need to Baba. And your time Mubanaja, and down, and the Baba alone Mubanaja. Àṣírí mo fẹ́ tú fún yín ẹ̀kí tó àṣírí yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ṣe ìtọ́nù adviser tó wà ṣe ìtọ́nù jẹ́ àríwọ̀n no ìfàtẹ̀bá délé let ẹja tuntun ti jẹ́ gidi. Ẹni bá lágbára ní ìtò bá lágbára ní bó ṣe tó bá délé o. Tó bá délé wàá sọ pé Rọ́mọkẹ́. Má pè ní Rashida pé Rọ́mọkẹ́. Tó dàda mo fẹ́ gbé. Àwa gbé. Ìwọ tó bá lágbára máa ṣe o. Assalamu alaikum. Gbé kìsì sọ pé jókòó gbọ́ wọlé lórí kó wá ṣàdúrà fún máa wo ìwà ẹ̀. When you hear of the blind, the deaf and dumb, activate it in your house. Be blind. Don't see anything wrong she does. Stop seeing it. Be deaf. Don't hear any bad thing she says. Be dumb. Say no bad words to her. In communication. Kill her. Be blind. Assalamu alaikum. I'm giving you strategy for transacting with Allah. If you doubt it, don't try it. Once you doubt it, don't try it. But if you don't doubt it, begin the journey. You will call me with smiles. You will praise Allah. Alone, me. Your business is Allah. Ọmọ èèyàn náà kò mọ oore fọba tó dá. Ṣé wọ́n lè fẹ́ mọ oore fún? You are not telling a story that I brought her from the village and so what? Allah who brought you from nothing. I brought her from the village and I was the one who paid for her nursing school. Campo. I said Allah created us. He said, Inna al-insana li rabbihi. Man is ungrateful to me. Why are you expecting her to be grateful to you? I said something later. As a big young now, as a that is enough to solve all your problems. It means, oh Allah, whatever I will do in my life will be service to you. It will be because of you. You will do that. Ogun tí bá ṣe láyé, òfin ṣe lọ sí fún ọ̀nà. Kí wá ní máa rí gbà bẹ́ẹ̀? Ọ̀dọ̀ ẹnìkan náà ni màá ti gbà. I'm expecting nothing from my wife. My wife is simply the beneficiary of my services to Allah. Have I taken someone to a level? Are you sure? The same thing people say is your attitude to your family, is your attitude to your mom, to your dad, to neighbors, to brothers and sisters. My brothers, killings today, expect nothing from any human being. Because the moment you restrict yourself to Allah, Allah sees it as my duty. You now respond. Anyone who fears me, I will grant that person a breakthrough. Then you will witness the breakthrough. You cannot witness breakthrough when you do things to your wife and you expect so much from her. Kilo wa lo Omalomo, tani alojere mi gunwe now. Talo fo alayo, talo moneyo, le sọ̀rọ̀ mo. Yo daru mi lewo. Your wife has part one. If you do master, you witness part two. After part two, there's still part three.
Of your wife.
Movie. But you can help her to be a better version of herself. That's why I said we want to contribute at that great points. The concordant justice. First to know, my brothers and sisters, I'm sorry, my brothers. Kilawashi. Am I reading? Put it on. Má jẹ́ kó gba orí ẹ̀. Má jẹ́ kó mú ẹṣin wa o. Somebody was asking, tí wọ́n bá gbẹ̀sán lọ́lọ́, please, do we all speak Yoruba? Do you understand Yoruba? Gbogbo yìí. Nàìjíríà kò ọmọ kó náà wọ̀. Okay. Please, what I was saying is this. I don't know what.
When you are to my want to go for them.
Oh, go. Assalamu alaikum. So, in a nutshell, allow me to postpone the discussion to tomorrow. I have not mentioned one out of the 17 points. Deliberately, I have been merry-go-round because I don't want you to be bored tomorrow with what you have heard today. But I want to beg you. What I beg you to solve for that? You know the cost $50. Enjoy. Of your race for fundraising community is not there, and they are not going to pay me because for 40 years I have not collected a dime for my lectures. All my lectures are free. So, but they need to raise money for the community. They have a project. I'm sure you are all aware. Down. I beg you, please deliberately register your wife and work on her to make sure she attends. There's a lot you can do this night. Gbogbo àbátọ́ mọ̀ ní kò dáadáa ṣàbíṣọ̀ pé ẹjọ́ lọ́lọ́lá. Ó tó understand? Ẹjọ́ ọlọ́run àìṣe lọ́rùn. Jerry, we need to recalibrate to help ourselves, to help that woman to make judgment. Many of them have been taken over by something else. We want to assist them to make judgment. Assist ourselves too to make judgment. And we want to help our children not to witness evil. Because the children are watching, whether you like it or not. I'm very good on hearing that. From your own sacrifice alone, a lot of things can turn around. Because you're not going to get peace without a war. I beg it. So the very war, that war is not a war to damage you. It's a war to fight yourself. Something is sinking into your ears, a wrong tune. Something is misinterpreting events. What you are supposed to see with a different eye, you are misinterpreting it. You're already seeing the woman as becoming an overlord. No. You already see yourself as incapable of running the home. No. You are a man and you remain a man. And your wife remains a woman. Unfortunately, the environment is extremely toxic. In a toxic environment, you should sympathize with your wife. She is the victim. And you don't have to be a victim. She is very innocent. But in the morning, what she witnesses is this woman becoming superior to her husband. When this person speaks to her, he's a lawyer, tells her the law that favors single parents, the law that favors divorce. Are you not working? The example from your children. At home, the father can threaten the child, having in his own school, is it the same thing? Do you know the ages when they start working? And the child start making money. About take it easy. When your child start making money, how much? What do you want to tell her? What do you want to tell him? And you know, it don't know poverty and riches. Till they do way rich. If everybody were to be rich, the world would have shut down. Who will have died? If everybody has what he or she wants, we all will be dead now. Let's give an example. If I was to ask for what you want, everybody. They mean I don't like money. I mean, just ask for me $3 trillion. I mean, I'm sure this man is going to ask for $999 trillion. The moment you all have what you want, we are dead. Can you start from anywhere? In the hospitals, there will be no doctor. Yes, sir. What are doctors looking for? So when there are no doctors, what happens to us? You die. What is it? You die. There will be no pharmaceutical industry to produce any medication. What is making them produce? You will die. In fact, from today, you will not live Edmonton. Who will fly the plane? Why do pilots go on strike? Can pilots fly if the other staff, if they refuse to flow? But today, 10 more minutes, you're not. Conflict scenario. See, if I have 3 trillion school, they build it, they try it. No builder is ready to work for you. All I will do to Beshananga because he's a millionaire. I come for any shovel and you like where they buy your pepper. Does it go school? Everybody working has become what? Nobody pay that good when they work. Deliberately has created poverty for us to live. Because when you are poor, it ignites something in you. Necessity is the mother of invention. You start thinking, if people do this, they will be well. I will have money to live. I mean, your invention leads to societal development. That's how Allah has done it. Nobody is poor because of money. Money is not the reason for poverty. We are all leaders. Everyone is important if you get the right definition. There was a time someone was ill in Lagos and they were waiting for a particular consultant. You know his son hospital. This consultant, Abdulhakeem, they know that a jet two dollar already, Baba in the experience. So they were taking everybody's blood. It got to a time the man said, I do not want screened blood. I want fresh blood. But they go. So when eventually the man arrived, everybody was happy. They pushed people away. One of the people that was pushed away was Ismaila, the organizer. Baba now realized that they needed to take this woman to the lawsuit. Tire ambulance issue. Tire ambulance issue. And they needed to take the woman to the hospital. Despite that meeting you about alone, I will have asked your consultants. Just like when doctors were on strike, these people, when they were on strike in Lagos, I witnessed the death of 9 people in lawsuits. So I forced them. I said, look for a way to express your anger to the government. Do not go on strike when patients are on admission. Then one of them said, don't you know that we are the essential services provider? What do you do? That's the fallacy. And with due respect to everyone, if you say you are essential services providers, I will tell you that iṣẹ́ tó bá fojú kéré ní dárúkọ àṣọ ẹgbẹ́ that work is as essential as yours. The breakdown of our hospital is much. See, as I was saying, I said, okay, let's take a fashion designer. Only tailor, tailor, doctor and tailor. And I said, okay, for even raising your voice, I will prove to you that tailor or fashion designer is number 1, then doctor can be number 2. Only. I said, so if you hear that your mother collapsed at Costco, I'm just using Costco as an example, and you are here, can you run there naked without learning anything? Only part you're here. So, apparently, so if you must wear something before going there, then who comes first? Down now. I'm just telling you how essential everyone is. If you find a business survive in the society, it's because there's a need for it. Like, someone was telling us, be careful. I love the fact that they talk of investment here. I love the fact that they even talked about venture capital. They talked about how you can acquire a business. So when we come together like this, one of the benefits is for us to come together, and those who think alike can invest. Muslims are not bad people. Don't be afraid. If you want to go solo, you cannot go big. All big companies in the world are collaborating. If you see a big airline today, they will tell you 5-star alliance. But there's a limit to what it can do. But this idea of I own it is alien to business. Business is make your money and get out. You don't have to own it. Anyway, who owns everything? To be alive. So, but as much as we can continue to do this, we need to solve a lot of problems. Yes or yes? Yes. Do we all agree that this must continue? Yes. Number 2, do we all agree that tomorrow is the decoding? Now those who are married, you agree to bring your wives. Let's sorrow. This one, wait, and listen, don't go and ask her to pay. Salam alaikum. Ramadan, sorry.
What did you say?
She has paid. She has paid. You are the one. She will not be a register. Okay, you don't have a problem. And then to register. Get money and pay for your wife. Yes.
And one of the major challenges is where to put the kids. Are the kids allowed? Would there be arrangement for someone?
Salam alaikum. This is a fundamental the issue. You must provide program for the youth. That tomorrow.
We always have an extra week here.
Ẹ̀rọ kó gbogbo tí sàmàlì kọ́tẹ́ ṣe gbogbo yẹn ni ẹ̀rọ. Ẹ̀rọ da gbogbo tọmọdé fi ṣe rí síbẹ̀. Make them busy. They must be their own different ages. Ọlọ́run á fún mi ṣe. Because onísìsì kan máa bí láti ẹjọ́ máa jẹun. Ó lọ máa pẹ́ máa lọ bọ́ wá sí ẹ̀. Kí lẹ́yìn? No. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Brother St. John. There are one me. They are better not said. Because by the time you listen to everything, I might really get to be able to take it in just. But I'm not going to misrepresent Allah. You understand? The best one to go there. So don't let me go into it. But I tell you that we are Muslims. We are not apologetic about Islam. But we owe a duty to those who do not understand Islam to take them through it. By then, that was a lecture I gave. Myself, Mufti Men, and some brothers in Lagos. They came to Lagos, so me I was playing home match. Mufti Men, they were playing the win. So, and they now gave me Mulijini as a topic, which is married to mother and and so many sisters over there. So automatically, what you were going to be but the program was well situated that you could not stand up as I was talking. But Allah, I will not tell you the results. So wait till tomorrow. Because when I go to speak, I am not the one speaking. I always beg Allah to speak through me. I'm not competent to talk to you. So if you are fortunate that Allah speaks through you, women will not know when they will raise the finger for 4 wives. Your wife is watching you. Look, he's behind the camera. We'll tell them to be behind it. There's another one. So, like I said, I have been involved in it, and I realize that Allah does not do evil. Go and find out if anything is wrong somewhere. The human beings are not doing something right. That's why one can have one man, one wife, and still have issues. But inshallah tomorrow, do we have anything tomorrow, everybody? Lay down now. May Allah provide for you. Yes, Amen. Then may Allah touch the heart of your wife to follow you. Because your attitude is not that good. ìyàwó yìí kó máa wò wáyé kó mú náà ní wà lọ́la akólókọ́ ọ̀la aláṣẹ́fúnlẹ̀ wà lábí sàlámù alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaykum salaam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, takbir. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah. Please, our chairs and tables, I want them to be there with everyone. We all laugh. So, we are not at our chairs. We need to back there. You have to back. You just need to take our cups and our cup for that. Inshallah. So, please, I will apologize for something things today. Tomorrow, inshallah. Inshallah. So, inshallah, 1 p.m. tomorrow, please.